Alrighty, hello there, YouTube. My name is Anthony Farrell. I'm a World War II reenactor. Been reenacting for about 4.5 years now. Um, had a few people asking me about how to get started in a hobby, what do I need to look at first, kind of thing. So I thought I'd make a video, actually a series of videos to explain the different uniforms, the basics to everything, just as a general orientation to get new people started in a hobby. This video is going to be mainly just on the basic uniform, which is the first thing that you need to get to build your impression off of. So first here, you can see here we have a jacket, a shirt up top there, and the pants, and then there's the cap here. I'll remove this. The pants are right here. These are the M1937 style pants. They are button fly. There's 5 buttons on them. These are pretty easy to come by. eBay is a really big source for a lot of World War II military, so that'd be probably the best place to find them. Depends on what size you're looking for. They can range anywhere from about $15 up to about $30. Once again, the smaller the size, usually a little bit cheaper they are. And then up top there is the M37 wool shirt. Also, again, pretty easy to come by. Just gotta know what size you're looking for. There's a few different variances in the shirts, color-wise. Some might be a lighter shade, some might be a darker shade. Both were okay. During wartime, the green dyes weren't always the same, so some are lighter, some are darker. So you don't have to have an exact certain shade, I guess you could say, a certain color shirt. On top of the shirt is a tie. It's khaki tie. They're pretty, easy to come by as well. Even if you can't find a period tie, I mean, you make any light khaki tan tie work until you can find an actual period correct one. On the right here, we have the M41 jacket. When I say M, it means like model year, 1941 style jacket. This is the early war style. It's a lightweight summer jacket, most commonly found when you're doing D-Day impressions, early war impressions, if you're even doing some South Africa impressions, you'll be using the 41 jacket. See here, it just has the buttons on the front here along with the zipper, and it has 2 pockets on either side. There's actually another variant this, which is called the M38, the model 1938 Parsons jacket. The pockets are the same on it, but you'll see a button here with a flap over them, like the back of your pants pockets have a little button flap. Those are okay to get as well. That one is a reproduction jacket. I forget exactly where it was made at, but I try to stay original when it comes to uniforms. But sometimes the M41 jackets are pretty expensive when you find them original. Then over here we have the Army service leggings and the standard Type 2 low ankle height service shoe. It's smooth leather cap toe, most commonly found. And then the leggings to go with it. That's what you'd wear with those shoes. They're a little bit beat up. I've had them. They were my very first pair of shoes that I've had since I started reenacting. But the more you beat them up, the better they look. Those are reproduction as well. There's a lot of reproduction sites out there for World War II military that you can find this stuff at. Some places are more expensive than others, so just choose wisely. And quality of the product also changes with where you go and look. Down here we have the HBT set. It's a work fatigue uniform, your Class D. It's a pant and jacket combo with a belt there you see. And this is the HBT cap. There's a few different styles of these. This is a short brim style. This is more or less my favorite. There's another style where the brim is longer. But this is an original cap. The pants are reproduction, and the HBT jacket is an original second pattern jacket. Once again, great eBay find. But these are nice in the summertime. Their HBT means Harrington Bone Twill, which is a type of fabric that they used. It's a real nice lightweight material, breathes real nice. This stuff's really nice in the summertime. Depending on what unit you're going to be going into, some units they even use this as regular field gear. This is what they wore wherever they were, what theater of operations they were in. Then over back here we have just a regular wool shirt, white undershirt. This one's from the 83rd Infantry Division, which is the unit I'm part of. So we have our own company supplied t-shirts, which is really cool. So any real, you don't have to really find period correct undershirts. Go to Walmart and buy a pack of these things. It'll be totally fine. The overseas cap that I have here, it's the envelope style cap, which has the flat top on it. And then there's another variant to this, the PX issue cap, which has more of a, what should I say, like a rounded top here. It's a little bit different in shape and the way it sits on your head, but both are perfectly fine. This is the original one. Got off eBay. Again, eBay is the greatest place to find this kind of stuff. Over here we have the 1943 style jacket, which is a more late war jacket. Came out in late 43, early 44. Didn't really get overseas until replacements started being put on the front lines. Normally you wouldn't see this stuff until you got later on to the war, late 44, early 45, time of the Battle of the Bulge and the Hurtgen Farce and the push into Berlin. Once again, depending on what unit you're with and what impression they're trying to portray, either early war or late war would dictate what style jacket you had. This would not be appropriate for if you would be doing a D-Day invasion impression or like a D-Day +8, meaning 8 days after invasion day. You wouldn't see the M41 out there just yet. Throughout the war, supplies came. The guys pretty much got what they could get. So I mean, some guys did still have the M41 jackets up until May of 45 when the war was over. A lot of guys had mixed match gear. Nothing was really truly uniform after you were out in theater of operations for a while. You pretty much had to get what you could get. I personally like the M43 style jacket just because it's 4 pockets on the front of it. They're nice big pockets too. You can fit a lot of stuff in it versus with the M41 all you have is 2 side pockets. The M43 also did come with a winter liner. They are out there. Originals are a little hard to find sometimes depending where you're looking. I personally have never found an M43 with a matching winter liner. If you do, it's a great find, and it's probably going to be expensive, but it's really neat to see. Usually you can pick up the liner separate and put it in, it just buttons in. And then footwear, we have the M43 double buckle boots, we have the famous paratrooper jump boot, and once again we have the low quarter Type 2 service shoe. Paratrooper boots, they were mostly found in airborne units, but nothing stopped them from getting into infantry units. Some infantry units did have airborne style boots. They even came in on supply trucks, so if someone needed some type of footwear, because shoes didn't really last too long over there, they would last you about an average of probably 3 to 4.5 months or so before they were worn out and shot and you need a new pair. So once again, you pretty much had to kind of get what you could get. You wouldn't wear the leggings with the paratrooper boots normally. I mean, you can if you really want to, depending on what kind of look you're supposed to go for. But normally I wear them blouse with my pants. The M43 double buckle boots, once again, late war style footwear. It excludes the use of having to use leggings. They built this upper leather piece into the shoe itself. So you tie it like a regular shoe. There's your centerpiece here. And then you'd wrap this around your pants. You tuck your pants in and then buckle them to the side. I don't have a full set of M43 gear. There was M43 pants that came out as well with the jacket, but I don't have none of that yet. So there's a lot of different choices and ways to wear the uniform, so you just have to be able to know what look you're going to be going for, what kind of impression you're going for, and if it's going to be early war or late war. Normally all the reenacting groups out there, they usually have a set standard, as in what they want to have their guys wearing. You may be required to have an M41 and not an M43 at all, It may be the other way around. You may be a late war unit and be wearing the 43 stuff, the later stuff. So you just have to pay attention to that. But I'm going to be making a second video here, starting to talk about some of the web gear and the different style packs. So stay tuned for the next one.